в этой части хотел бы, вы уже отметили,
Russia has publicly rejected a proposal from Kaja Kallas to potentially represent Europe in future negotiations with Moscow, escalating tensions between the Kremlin and the European Union. Speaking after meetings with EU foreign ministers, Kallas argued that Europe must eventually have a stronger role in any talks related to the Ukraine war. The EU's top diplomat even suggested she could see through the traps set by Russia, pointing to her background as a lawyer and negotiator. But Kallas also stressed that Moscow is still not negotiating in good faith, and said the EU must first agree internally on what it wants from Russia before any direct talks begin.
On your other question, I was half of my working life, I've been a lawyer, so a partner in a law firm, participating in a lot of negotiations. I think I could see through the traps that Russia is presenting, but of course, we are not there in entering the negotiations in any way. Right now, we don't see that Russia is really negotiating in good faith at all. And first, we have the discussion with the member states, what we want to see, Russia conceding as well.
The Kremlin responded swiftly. Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova dismissed Kallas's ambitions as futile, signaling Moscow has little interest in seeing the hardline Estonian politician become Europe's lead negotiator. The comments came just days after Vladimir Putin suggested former German Chancellor Gerhard Schröder as a preferred mediator for future contacts between Russia and Europe. Kallas immediately rejected that idea, warning it would be dangerous to allow Russia to influence who negotiates on behalf of the European Union. The dispute now highlights a growing struggle over who could shape any future diplomatic process linked to the war in Ukraine, with Brussels increasingly worried about being sidelined while Washington and Moscow dominate the conversation. The exchange also reveals deep divisions between Russia and the EU over the future of negotiations. While Moscow appears to favor figures it sees as more pragmatic and open to dialogue, Kallas has built her reputation as one of Europe's strongest critics of the Kremlin. Russia's rejection of her role is now being viewed as both a political snub and a signal that Moscow does not want hardline Baltic voices leading future talks with Europe.